Hi, lovely people. You're welcome to Mesh TV Ghana. I'm Lydia, and with me here is the tescon Communication Director. We are here to have an interaction with him concerning an upcoming program of the tescom. So, Mr. You are welcome.
Yeah, thank you so much, my dear.
Okay. So, on the KTU campus tomorrow, we heard there will be a program. Can you please enlighten us about the program you'll be having?
Yeah, yes, there's going to be a very big, program in KTU campus here in Koforidua. And in fact, the program is directed, to ensure that, we have a base, a nice base for the party, wing on campus. So basically it's a TESCON program, and TESCON is what? A tertiary student confederacy of the New Patriotic Party. So the the I mean the topic or the main reason why we meet in regards to the topic is what the freshers orientation and ladies club lunch. That is the the heading of the whole thing. So it is actually targeted to ensure that we are able to strengthen our grassroots, okay, and also get these ladies on board to help us, to be able to break the eight. So that is the nut and shell of the whole program that we're going to.
That's a nice program to be held tomorrow. Please, who are the dignitaries to be expected for tomorrow's program?
Yeah, there are a whole lot of dignitaries that we've actually stayed in touch with, and they've given us their word that they're going to be here. Let me start it from this point. The Eastern Regional NPP chairman, Honorable Jeff, is going to be here. The new Jabin South MP, Honorable Befi, is going to be here. You could talk about the Maslog, coordinator for the Eastern region, Madam Alfreda. She's going to be here. Kojo Ponkroma, the information minister, is going to be here. The regional minister, right? He's also going to be here, Sete Champon. You're going to be having a whole lot of dignitaries who are going to be present. As time goes on, I'll keep in touch and mention the whole of them to you.
So please, is the program open for just ladies or all people, all TESCOM people, or just all students on the KTU campus?
Okay, so the program is quite open because we're going to be talking about a couple of things as well. So everyone is entitled, to be present. Particularly the TESCON people, they have to be present, and we would also open our arms to allow those who are interested, whether students of KTU or you watching the program now and you want to attend. Of course, you are entitled to come. And even if you are in the opposition, the NDC, you're still entitled, or you can still pass through and look at how nice we are going to. The program is going to be. Yeah.
So please, where on the KTU campus is this program going to be held, and the time as well, the venue?
Okay, so it's going to be held at FBMS Theatre. Initially, the conversation was about we having it at Abba Bentel. But in fact, when you get to KTU campus, Abba Bentel and FBMS Theatre is so close that you wouldn't get lost. So the moment you get to campus, you have it at the FBMS Theatre. Yeah.
So let's please divert from the KTU politics and then let's go to the general Ghana politics. What has your government, for the past about 8 years to come, done for the people of Ghana?
Oh, I mean, I don't think we can finish that particular thing if we go there, because there are so many things that this government has done, and I think let me start it from this campus because I think that will make a lot of sense to the students and the the young people listening to me. When you move to my right, okay, just behind us, you can see a very tall building, 4 stories over there, and this building that is right behind me was basically constructed simply because the free SHS ensured that the intake of the student or of the people at the SHS level was so high, and of course they've passed through the SHS and they are now out from the SHS. So what happens is that as they move into the tertiary institutions, the number over there is going to increase. So as a government or as a thinking government, you would have to ensure that you expand your facilities on the various tertiary campuses. So the buildings there are the expansion that the government thought it wise to do to ensure that we have enough classrooms and enough dormitories to accommodate these students. When you move out there, the first gate, there is a police station which is actually built to cater for the social vices on the campus over here, and obviously it's going to serve the environs as well. But you could see that the KTU student, that's the Koforidua Technical, university student, they are over 10,000, people, and we all know, we've learned it in school that anywhere, the number of people increases, there are social vices, and the government has thought it wise to ensure that it gives, that kind of protection for the student, community.
Now, are you saying the police station is in construction or it's already being constructed?
Oh, okay. So both of the things, I mean, both of the structures that I've talked about, they are under construction. But I can say confidently that, as an engineer, it's roughly 90, percent complete. Yeah.
So, if your government is not re-elected into the position, the presidential position, what measures are being taken in place to make sure that these facilities, irrespective of that, will be completed for students' use?
My friend, with that question, it's so clear that the NDC will never do that. Okay, they will never do that, and I can tell you so many projects that they've abandoned. Okay, um, just here, I mean, we are in New Japan South, so let me just here, the housing project, just beside the Eastern Regional Hospital under Agenda 111, which the government is seriously constructing. Just the housing project there under Hackman also Ajama, during the Kofor's regime. He was the housing minister then, and he brought up that housing project. In fact, they've been abounding for so long. They were abandoned, and a whole lot of projects which were done or which were under construction by our Jack John Kofor's regime has been abandoned. So what we're saying is that we still need the nod to be able to complete every project that we're doing. Notwithstanding, for these two projects that I mentioned, they would be completed before time. They will be completed hopefully by the close of the year. They are going to be completed. And I was talking about the things that the government has done for the various people of Ghana, and I was actually restricting that to the campuses. We have we have um, how do you call that? We have the student loan, right? Back then, when you want to access a loan, you have to go through a very tedious, thing. You have to get, so many guarantors. You have to fill so many documents. You have to be traced. There are a whole lot of things before you are being given a student loan. And there are several heart-touching and heartbreaking incidents. I had two friends. Okay, when I started, my education right here, I had two friends who dropped out, because they couldn't access the loan on time. Okay, there are two people. I don't have to mention their names, but I would have done that. There are two people who dropped out basically because the student loan delayed, and that is terrible. You've blocked, the educational, ladder of people simply because, our leaders couldn't help at that time. But as it stands now, we've been able to bring about, student loan without necessarily getting, guarantees. All that you need is a Ghana card. You go to their various offices on campuses or their regional offices, then you can easily access that loan. And as it stands now, it is so fast that the moment you feel the little things that you have to submit, they will have to work on it so quickly for you, and you get your loan and you enjoy your education on the various campuses. Yeah.
Let's talk about your presidential election, which is just around the corner. Can you please elaborate us on that?
Yeah, we basically want to have someone, to help us, that help the New Patriotic Party get, the get the nod. I mean, to govern the country. So we have 10 people contesting, and the super delegate election, as we all know, that is basically about the people in government. That's the NPP government, and the MPs, and their chairman, and a couple of other people who are going to perform the super delegate conference. This super delegate or conference comes off 26th August, so it's roughly 9 days from now. So they are going to do the voting, to cover this 10 people. After which the general delegate would step up and vote. But the point is that we can't leave this country to John Mahama. I have to be so plain with that. Simply because he was never thinking about the youth. He was never in support of the youth. He neglected the youth so much, and the youth carries the votes. If you look at the statistics, you could tell that the youth are the majority of our population, and they carry the youth. So if you're having a government who doesn't think about the youth, it's obvious that you can't give the person the nod, to chair the affairs of the country. And I can tell you point blank that come the close of November, we'll be able to elect someone who will be able to spear the affairs of the NPP. And I believe strongly with the work that we're doing, I believe that we are going to get a nod, come 2020, for.
Okay, so please, what does it take for one to become a tescon member on KTU campus?
That's a very nice question. I appreciate that so much, from you. To become a TESCON member, it's not a tedious thing at all. You only have to get access to our portal, of which is being in circulation. Actually, I do a lot of the circulations because I'm the communication director. So you just go to our portal, then you register as a member, and you get a chance to come. But we do hold a lot of meetings on campus. Aside that, you can just stay in touch with any friend of yours that that is a TESCON member on campus. Then, if you are not aware of the portal, he or she could probably, alert you on how you could join, or you could see me personally.
And what are some of the benefits I would enjoy if I become a tescon member?
Yeah, there are so many benefits that you could get as a TESCON member. Um, um, let me take it this way. It helps you to strengthen your political career. I don't know whether you understand what I'm saying, but what I mean is that if you're a TESCON member, okay, you tend to learn the ethics of the party, so you end up growing, okay, and as a result, the things that you do will be identified by people who are in top positions, and they could actually push you far. So let me use myself for example. So for myself, I was on other tertiary campus before I came here. So I was actually recognized because I was doing a lot of talking, a lot of explaining things to the people regarding how the NPP is running the affairs of the country, and through that, a great person of the party, got closer to me, and he was like, you're doing so great. So why don't you join our communication team at the constituency level? So that is how come I got onto the constituency level. Then he was like, oh, okay, you're talking so well on radio. You're helping the party. So why don't you get a polling station, executive? Then I got in there, so that is how the whole thing. Then I got recommended to be the communication director for KT. So you see how the whole thing works. So as long as you are putting in a lot of work, it will help you build your political career. Aside that, you will get to know more people who are in top-notch positions, where you could ask them for ideas. They could also support you in one way or the other. In fact, that is what most of the youth are very, conversant with. To know someone whom, when there is a challenge, they could contact him or her for help. So those are some of the reasons why you should join, the party. Then, the easiest one why you should also join is that it helps you to partake in the growth of the country. It helps you so much to partake, share your ideas to benefit the entire country. Then on the other hand, during the NSS posting, we help the students to also get places where they actually love. Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Communication Director. We want you to recap us on the program for tomorrow, the venue, the time.
Yeah, so the venue is FBMS Theatre on KTU campus, that's Kufuri Datenka University campus. I'm saying that it's so close to Ababento. The initial location was Ababento, but things has changed a little. So it's so close to Ababento. So the moment you get to KTU campus, you could find that. The program starts exactly at 1 p.m. Tomorrow, and tomorrow is yeah, Friday, 18th of August, right? So it's coming off exactly at 1 p.m. And it is actually geared towards the freshest, because we are going to arrange the freshest, and also we are going to launch the ladies, club. And I'm saying again that we are strengthening our grassroots. We want to strengthen our grassroots. That is one. And on the other hand, we want to equip or harness, the ladies. We have to strengthen them to be able to champion the cause of we breaking the AIDS. Because I know ladies have so much power. The moment they talk, people listen more. So we want to get all the ladies on board, the passionate ones, of course, to be able to push, the agenda. And it's going to be great. I hope you're going to be there.
Yes, I will.
Yeah, that's nice.
Okay, thank you, people. Let's not miss this program. Be there and be present. Thank you. Bye bye. Thank you for watching Mesh TV Ghana. Do well to like, comment, and subscribe to all our channels. And also follow us on YouTube at Mesh TV Ghana. Thanks for watching today. Bye bye.